Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle, and I am here on my Hipsy platform. It's a really cool way for people like me to reach out to people everywhere and be able to do some readings. I do have a pre-order by my lovely friend Mary. Mary, make a comment if you're here. Okay, let's get into this reading and see what kind of insights the universe, creator, God, whatever we call him, wants you to know right now, because there's a lot of stuff going on. So the first deck that wanted to come through for you was Flower of Life deck, which is quite appropriate for Miss Mary, because Mary is an herbalist, has an amazing garden, and is just really into, and the card that came up is nature. And I'm guessing these are backwards. But nature, take a moment today to stand outside and quiet your thoughts and breathing. Know the sun and your soul are always shining. Mary, if anybody knows the power of nature, it is you. But this is even more intensive for you right now because, you know, the world, we are all going through some huge shifting, and things are causing you to be a little bit in confusion, and which is, you're not alone, sister, but confusion about where you stand in all of it, what your next step is. Kind of, I know that, you know, some of the things I know about Mary is she's had family move to the area, which is lovely. But what that does is it kind of shifts routines, and it also, she's done some traveling, which also makes it imperative that you want to ground often, because as the others, all the people you encounter energetically when you're traveling off and on, and then your family others, which are probably a little more impactful than the other people in your travels, they're impacting your energy. And so you're kind of in this constant right now of, okay, yeah, I feel different. Who am I right now? I don't even kind of know where I'm at in time. And you know the value of getting out into your garden area and getting outside. And for you, I know, you know, the power of drumming that, the energy out. Detox physically. This is very direct. These are this healing room oracle cards. I wanted a set that just gave me the jumping off place. And the detox physically is, it is really important for us now to honor this physical body suit that we live in, and do the things that are put before us as recommendations. And, you know, I am a foodie, and for me, that goes directly to food first. Because the truth is, the thing that crosses our mouths is what this body has to work with. The beef I have with traditional medicine is they don't take into account that aspect. Traditional medicine has created this this system where it's just, okay, just do for me what I'm not going to do for myself. And so they don't honor our nutritional aspect, or our stretching, or the daily exercise aspect, what can just be walking. Hello, WLZ and Sophia. Thank you for joining me. And if you haven't, please like and subscribe to my channel. It will help it grow. That is my desire, to positively impact as many people as I can. If you'd like your own private reading live here, you can go to the description for Hipsy.com and Victoria Savage, HYPSEE.com, Victoria Savage, and you can register for your own reading, and we'll do it live right here on YouTube. So back to you, Mary, and this detox physically. There's something that you have had set in front of you that you're kind of resisting, I would say. It's like, yeah, I don't really want to do that. Shady Writer, Ayurveda isn't something you believe in, really. It is a practice, and I do use some Ayurveda. I don't practice it totally. I do try to honor what it is that is brought to me by my angels, my guides, companions. And if what is in front of you, Mary, seems a little bit much, I offer the idea of I'm open, I'm willing, I'm ready to make a shift, but I'm going to need some help. And that's where these ideas come to us that make these things that we want to do a little easier. So it's like, what is it that you have had in front of you that says, Mary, maybe a little less this, maybe a little more this? It could be sleep. It could be drumming, because you know the physical, spiritual, energetic aspect that drumming has for you in releasing the energy. I have to think into this one. Other than that, I saw your lovely post this morning, Mary, a man holding a heart. This is a lovely card in so many ways. You definitely have what we call in my world a keeper for your lovely partner. But this, given this detox physically card, is telling me that the two of you might want to do this together. This may be a commitment that you want to make together, because trying to do some of these things all by yourself in a household can make it really difficult. Door to personal healing and happiness, Mary. And it's in reverse. So we're going to put these together, because this is like, there's a thing that's been going on with you that this will help eliminate. That lovely guy you're with, that you're married to, he needs to do this as well. Whatever that is. It's like, because, and our guys can often, they're strong. They're these people that still believe they're invincible. And yet as we age, oh, good, Mary, that's lovely. Maybe this is just an affirmation. What was the nature card? Ooh. Nature and all of this. So the last card is door to personal healing and happiness in reverse. With these two cards coming up and the nature card coming in first, I'm thinking there is a very much nature-centered health aspect for you. Not necessarily the gym. And the gym is going to prepare you for this nature aspect so that you can both do it without injury. At our age, we have to be very, very cognizant of that. So I know you've got some adventures coming up, but you're going to want to be in that physically strong aspect to do some outdoor things, probably before your next adventure. Mary, do you camp at all? What I'm seeing is hiking. The hike that you want to take, but you need to be very focused in making sure you're well stretched and you're strengthened to do this, and that you don't power through it and do it in spite of maybe having not prepped your body for it. As we age, Mary and I are not all that far apart in age, we can still hold this mindset that, oh, of course, yes, I can do that, because I did that last year or the year before. And we don't prep the body. So in your gym work, I don't know if there's a stair stepper. It's like strengthen the legs. You said, yes, you hike. That's lovely. You're definitely wanting to prepare yourself for a hiking adventure or a nature adventure that is asking you to clear out your system. So that physical detox, you probably know some herbal teas that will help do some release of some of the toxins in you. Maybe there's some habits in your life that are maybe not supporting physical detox too well. One of the greatest things that will support a physical detox is eliminating sugar from our diet. Don't know where you're at with that, but that really came through Sugar is like one of the most toxic things we can eat, and one is one of those things that our body absolutely does not need. That doesn't include honey, but honey in large degrees will spill over into the kind of toxic aspects of sugar if indeed it is too much. Wise leader, you are a beacon for others. Mary, this is the Sacred Traveler card, and you probably already know this, but the lovers of who you are 3 months ago. Oh, wonderful. So just the detox, Mary, just the detox. What does that look like? There's a product called Zeolite, which is a powder that binds to a lot of things. It's an easy detox. You can get it online. Methylene blue is also a detox. I started that in February. My husband's energy increased substantially since February. But that wise leader, you have a group that looks to you. And so you gently, Tierna, you need to go to hipsy.com, Victoria Savage, to register for the readings. And I'd be happy to do one for you here live. So it is in the description, and it is hypsee.com, and then Victoria Savage. So Mary, people look up to you, and we know, I know some of your tribe, and you are this beacon, and you are this beacon of light. And when you're being watched, I mean, that's, people see what it is that you do and what works for you, and they follow in kind. And so more than just for you, this whole really stepping into a clearing. So physical detox can also be energy work. What kind of physical things are you holding in your system that need to leave now? And now is a huge time for us to release and choose. Sometimes it's by breath work. Sometimes it's by having someone else do some work on you, and allowing energies to, oh, okay. I just found out my Hipsy site says, Mary, I'm going to convert this to a recording for you or something like that, because it was a recorded request that came across. I'm still new with Hipsy. I love what they can do. So the aspect too of, plenty of water. I mean, all of them, but I feel like you're kind of being nudged now. It's like, Mary, there's more. There's more here for you to do that is going to make your mission more powerful, more focused, and more effective in everything you do. And as you travel, we're all sharing energy with one another, and you're kind of holding something in your field maybe, and it is, our energy is our physical too. So I went right to the physical, but it seems to me like what you're doing with the Mediterranean diet and joining the gym, those are often a lot of focus on just physical and diminishing, some of the excess fat we hold in the body. But the physical is also the energy. So what, open, willing, ready, be guided to have it come into your field. What is it I need to release here? What kind of a detox energy is present that is holding me back? And like I do, it's like you get those answers. Generally, we get them first immediately, and then we go, I just made that up. Or we kind of don't pay attention to it. And of course, Creator gives us other signs through people's voices, what we're doing. And so I urge you to consider what it is that you may be holding, one little thing that is kind of holding you back. Meditation is important to me, and I'm working hard on releasing negativity and fear and grief. So remember to do that. It's just shift focus on all three of those things. and you're really good about not bringing those things in. What's this one? The thinking man. What this tells me is get out of your head a little bit. Um, those three things, the fear, the negativity, and grief, really come from the thinking aspect and from that right-sided masculine part of us, the one that is the take charge, get things done, all of that. And it's our common sense aspect. So we really dwell there a lot. And this is, you want to get into the spirit of and focus on what you desire. We just want to decrease the focus on those things we don't desire. So what is that? What do you desire it to be like? If you're going to release negativity, of course, you're going to bring in more positive focus on all that is good, right, and growing in your life. The grief, that's, we know what the grief is about. That's certainly going to be a lifelong process. It also brings in self-understanding. Self-understanding. I meant to say self-forgiveness. The woulda, shoulda, couldas will creep in. And you know the truth of who you were with this person you loved. But that doesn't mean we don't go to, if only I had. What if I'd done this different? Maybe if you and your lovely person had a journey together of learning, and definitely want to let go of all of the what ifs that can creep in and if onlys, and know that as you do, that their spirit is so much healthier than their life was, and that they are there for you now to help you through the things that you wanted to learn together in this process of this life you had and in the process of them leaving. So the last card for you, Mary, comes from the energy card. I hope this helped. It got very pointed towards the end. Well, it's envy in reverse. And that's, I guess, making sure that it is, at least for someone like me, it is very easy to look at others and envy whatever I'm finding and falling short of within myself. And I can't imagine that you would have anything to envy others of, because I know you're lovely. And I know your spirit is very powerful, but I also know you're human. And so this is, if there's envy within you, let it go. Let it be that you are absolutely perfect for this walk you are doing now. There's nothing else you need to do to make yourself okay. You are perfect, and you are a beacon in this world. And I count myself very lucky to have you in my life as well. So I love you, sister, and I miss you. We don't live too far apart, and yet we don't get to see each other very much. So a couple weeks ago at the drumming circle, we got to hang out together, and that is always lovely. Thank you so much, Mary. I do hope you said it helped, and I'm glad to hear that. I appreciate that. We always just want it to be perfect when we read for somebody and bring something through that they can move forward with, and that is always my desire. If any of you would like your own personal channeled reading, go to hypsee.com, Victoria Savage. The link is in the description. David Bender, hello, hello. I know a lot of people from India in the United States. Once a month, you'll detox by fasting, no food for 2 days, and they won't eat certain foods, and they would drink plenty of water. Yeah, fasting is always a great way to detox. I don't do those kind of readings, Veiled Messenger. Sorry. And with Hulk having just passed, Hulk is probably not reaching out and talking to people right now anyway. You did it, Tierna. Let me see. I don't have you as having ordered a reading yet, Tierna. So maybe that didn't happen just like that. These aren't free readings. They are paid. And so there's several different choices you can make in that process. So the Hulk Hogan reading, when people pass, they are in a time of review and quiet. So Hulk would not likely be visiting with anybody anyway, and I do not do mediumship. It is something I have been asked to do, and it turns out I can do it a bit. I choose not to. It is not the path I want to. I do love to channel the wise guidance for people, but I don't do mediumship readings. Sorry. Anyone else? Okay. Marcel says, I feel like you'd make a terrific grilled cheese. Well, it turns out, yes, I do make a terrific grilled cheese. I personally am not eating them anymore right now, doing a carnivore journey myself for the pain that this body is journeyed with. And I gave myself a 2-month trial of it in January, and I'm still doing. Veiled Messenger, if you go to Hypsee, HYPSEE.com, Victoria Savage, there's a few different choices you can make there for the type of reading and what it costs. So please feel free to visit there. I would love to do a reading for anyone here. Thank you so much for tuning in to me. Please like and subscribe. This will help my channel grow, which means I can positively impact more people through life. So I would love to do a reading for you. Let me see what I've got here. View request, that's Mary's recorded request. I don't have any unanswered ones, Tierna. I'd be happy to read for you, but you need to order a reading through Hypsee. And if anyone here is a reader, a guide, an energy specialist, Hypsee.com is a great platform for us to help monitor our readings and get them out there. I'm pretty new with them. I actually started last year, but I didn't do many things with them. But my desire is to positively impact as many people as I can. And that means something like this, where I can get out there. And the reason they're not free is because there needs to be an exchange of energy for people to receive everything possible in any given interaction. And free is never appreciated fully. It may sound harsh, but it is not. It is the truth. People do not value what they don't invest their energy in. And money is just a form of energy. So please feel free to register with me and move forward with a reading. I would love to read for you. I bring through very different energies depending on who you are. We invite your angels, guides, companions in. Mine are always here ready to help out and guide whoever needs some extra understanding about who they are, what they're doing here. Hasham, hello. Hasham is my lovely friend in Pakistan that does some work for me. Any of you need some online marketing work? Hasham is lovely and wonderful. We've worked together going on 1.5 years, and I have 0 problems to report. So I certainly can recommend him if possible. If you need some services like that. Okay, well, don't have any new ones yet. I would love to do a reading for you if you've come across my channel. You do need to go to Hypsee.com, and it is in the description, the link, HYPSEE.com. One of the most pervasive messages coming through now in all my readings, because I am live 3 mornings a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, on Facebook, here on YouTube, with general readings. And easy does it. Is you do you taking care of you and what you came to do in this world is really powerful for this moving forward energy and healing the others that need this energy. In order to you take care of you, this is saying easy does it. Be gentle to you, be kind to yourself, allow your imperfections to be okay. We are never going to be perfect in this lifetime because we are human. And when you can own the fact that you're not going to be perfect and allow your truth to shine through, you can affect far more people. And this stuff will open doors for evil to destroy you. No name. I would think if you have that great of a conviction, you'd actually put your name out there, but whatever. I appreciate you actually spending your time to type that, because the one thing I cannot replace for you is time. We have very different belief systems, and I appreciate yours. It isn't the same as mine. I know the energy I bring through, which is pure, undivided love from Christ, from the angels, from God, from the Creator, from the universe. And here, this lack of perfection, fail abundantly. That means reach out and do your best. Just jump. Take yourself into account and know that at times we are going to fail, and it is okay to fail. You didn't upset me, no name. I do appreciate the time. Your time is the one thing I cannot give you back. And so for you to spend your time here, I'm honored. And I do appreciate your perspective. It is different than my perspective. That's what makes the world go round. But that last card that came through was fail abundantly. It's okay that we fail at times, because then we learn, we recalibrate, and those challenging times, because failure generally is challenging, it's not the most fun we ever have in life, is when really we can learn the most. And when you stay connected to your angels, guides, companions, Jesus, the universe, whatever you call your higher power, what I do know for sure is they don't care what we call them. It is that we call them, that prayer. I am open, I'm willing, I'm ready, guide me. Then you will receive the real greatly powerful understanding of what it is that you get to learn from any challenging situation. And so own that, know that, yep, sometimes I'm going to fall flat on my face, and people are going to not agree with me. People sometimes lash out. People are going to have different opinions, because the truth is, like no name here, the truth is, we have lived different lives. We could not possibly see things the same, because we come from very different perspectives. And how boring would life be if we were all the same? And so allowing the others to be okay in you being okay is huge for your forward movement in life. And you choosing to be open, willing, and ready to your angels, your guides, your companions. We got the easy does it card again. It means be kind to you. Again, fail abundantly. Don't kick yourself in the seat when you do something wrong. Find out what it is you wanted to learn from that situation. Choose it, pivot, and try again. Years ago, someone gave me this card, She Who Never Gives Up, and the picture on it is so lovely. It is so me. And that is the truth. I mean, I have been plugging away at different things throughout life, and the not giving up is key, because we tend to give up right before the breakthrough that we're waiting for. So treat yourself gently, keep in the learning aspect, and some of your simplest friends will offer you some of the greatest nuggets of wisdom. Cultivate peace. Cultivate peace. I don't think I need to elaborate on that anymore. Cultivate peace. It comes from us and resonates out to the world. You can't lie with your energy. One of the people on here has told me, I can pretty much tell when somebody types something, whether they're deceiving me or not. It just is one of those, I read the energy. And they did not do what they said they did. And that's okay. It's not my circus, not my monkeys. My job is to live in the integrity of the divine and do that as often, as much as I can. And I do that almost 99% of the time. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm human, and sometimes my integrity falters, but I'm always intending to improve, to move forward, to love more deeply, to be more powerful in the energy of love and wisdom in the world. I have channeled Archangel Uriel since I entered this lifetime, and the angel of love and wisdom. I did not know that. I knew I had wisdom beyond my years, very young. And when I finally asked, I got the understanding, you're channeling Uriel. And I went, who's Uriel? And when I looked up Archangel Uriel, they are the angel of love and wisdom. Those were the two things in life I've always valued the most. And I went, well, that makes sense. So I do trust what comes through from my guides, angels, companions, and that constant invitation to allow them to give me a tap on the shoulder, make me aware of something coming into my field that can help me move forward. If you would like your own personal guided reading from me, please visit hypsy.com. The link is in the description. It is hypsee.com, Victoria Savage. And you can register for your reading there. I have a few different offerings and ways you can purchase a reading. And I urge you to step in, get some divine guidance, and move forward with what you want to do and choose to do right now in your life. What is it you're looking at? What may be standing in your way? That is what I can provide you with some insights on. Hello, Dove Love. We have a lot of doves around here, by the way. And you know, it's really funny. I don't know, every other day or so, either my husband will come in or I'll look down and there's one feather. And they have to be from the doves because that probably is the most numerous bird we have. We have a lot of birds. But they're about the same size and they're always the same color. And if you may have noticed, I have a lot of feather earrings that I've made. I will be at an event this weekend called Goddess Fest. Hello, I'm good, Love Dove. Thank you. Dove Love, I'm sure you must love doves. That makes sense to me. Happy family. This card came up right now. I don't know who out there may need to hear that, but this is a choice. Sometimes we desire something that we can continuously work against, unconsciously. And so if happy family is your desire and it does not seem to be moving forward for you, oh, well, I'm sorry. They're an ex if you love and miss him. Apparently, he thought you were quite lovely, so Dove Love. Yeah, we have two different kinds of doves here, one that is indigenous and one that is not indigenous. But again, there's a lot around here. We have a lot of birds. I have 6 acres and I live in the country and my husband feeds the birds. So we do have a lot. And anyway, I'm also given feathers by a friend that lives on a river in Pennsylvania. They call it a creek. It's a small river, big creek. And the birds molt and she gathers feathers for me, or there may have been a kill site and she'll gather feathers and send them. That's where these blue ones came from. Oh, I started to say I'm going to be at a local event this weekend called Goddess Fest, and I do readings there. It's like my favorite event of the year. And I will have earrings for purchase there too. I am located outside of Boise, Idaho. I live about 30 miles northwest in a little farming town, a little valley. And the event is in Boise, Goddess Fest. It's a yearly thing. It's free to get in for those of you who are local. And there's lots going on there, lots of fun things to look at and events happening throughout Goddess Fest. And so it is at the Rose Garden at the fairgrounds in Boise, Idaho. I wish you could too, Dove Love. Where are you located? How far? You said it's far. Are you on the East Coast or further away? I grew up in Northern California. Love that. I'm from, New York. Definitely far away. Are you upstate? Are you New York City? Rural New York? Or, yes, East Coast. I have never been to New York City. I have been into New York State and skirted New York City at the time and ended up at rush hour in Yonkers. Oh, New York City. little country girl here going through the oh, what are they called? The turns, they're not turnstiles, but the little every mile you pay every mile or so. But anyway, that was quite an experience from a little Northern California girl that didn't do public transportation and never had those traffic things, whatever they're called. The tunnels. Yeah, we didn't go through a tunnel. It was, we stopped every mile at the booth, the toll booths. That's it. Never had been on one of those, but have been on a couple since. So yeah, I've not been on a subway there. We did do one. We flew out with our daughter 10, 11 years ago now. What is she, 36, 18 years ago now, to see some schools in the East. And we started in DC and drove up and experienced a few different cities along the way. And then she did a medical conference in Boston, and then we went on up to Maine and just went all the way up the coast to Bar Harbor and just had a lovely, lovely little travel vacation. And she didn't go to school back east. She ended up going at a lovely school not far from here, and that's where she met her husband. So it was all perfect. But Mount Holyoke outside of Boston, that was one where we would love to have had her go, only because it was just such a cool school. But the cost was so prohibitive for her bachelor's that it had to be her choice, because I'm not one that was going to go into debt for her education. It's like we had a certain amount of money saved, put away for them, and then whatever beyond that they wanted to do was going to be theirs. That was just, how we did it, mainly because we never had lots of money. It just wasn't going to be something. Again, I told her, you can go to Mount Holyoke. It's going to cost you right about $100,000 for your bachelor's. And at that time, she was looking to become a doctor. She eventually became a nurse, which is lovely too. I'm also a nurse. And she's a lovely pediatric nurse. She is so good with them. I am very grateful that she is out there, because we need lots of good nurses. Yeah, school is a lot. And there's just so many different options. We don't have to go to the finest and best school to have the ability to become the best at whatever we're doing. Okay, well, does anybody out there like to register at hipsy.com for a reading? I would be happy to do a live reading for you. If you're on my YouTube channel, which you are if you're seeing this, because that's where it's being broadcast, if you would like and subscribe, that would really support my mission of positively impact as many people in the world as I can. Yes, we lost a lot of great nurses after COVID. The medical system is really, well, I stepped away from traditional medicine because it was becoming so much business and so much less care and how I wanted to care for people. Now I do the energy work with them to really go at, and I teach people how to heal themselves with their intention, because we are so powerful in our intention, but we are not taught that, and we're not taught how to use that. And, it is much easier to stay well than to get well. And so if we can clear these energies that get clogged up and cause us the physical, because that's the other thing. Traditional medicine gets the issue when it's all, when it's all done. I need to health myself. Well, that sounds like a good little phrase, health yourself. Yes. We need to utilize what we can do to be, heal yourself. And I'm going to offer you a difference in your wording just because it's more powerful. I choose to heal myself. I learned in every modality after traditional nursing that in everything I learned, which were several different healing modalities, the constant theme was, if you don't do this process exactly in the right order, the power of your intention will carry you through. And the first one turned on a little light bulb, and then every single modality said the same thing. And the first one was a physical realignment of neural pathways called neurointegration. And I went, my intention is going to affect her physical body. And it was just like, ding, 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 there's something here. And so I started enacting that and watching the words, because our words are our energy, and there it is creating this life, this health or lack thereof. And it's, open, willing, and ready is the mantra I teach. It is show me when I'm creating what I do not want to hold in my field anymore. And our words were like, I need to. That's not a real powerful phrase. I choose to is, yes, Reiki, either try it or, try is another word I tell people. Either you do it or you don't. Were you going to learn Reiki, Dove Love, or were you going to have some Reiki? Yes, our words are power. And I started enacting it on myself. And anytime I would feel an inkling of something, if, like the cold, one night I was at a party and I went through every stage of that cold while I was visiting with some friends. I had a glass of wine. And I would start to, everybody around me had had a cold, and all of a sudden you get that head stuffy, kind of painful. And I'd go, I am well. I am healthy. My head feels great. I am well. I am healthy. I feel so good. And then it went to the chest. It went to the energy. I started to feel the achiness, and I just addressed every symptom in positive choice. I am well. I am healthy. I'm free of infection. I choose to be well. I am healthy. I choose wellness. And I never got the cold. But I went through every stage that night, including the fatigue and the chest burning. My drive has depleted. I'm tired all the time. You want to pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to what you're bringing in your field, and then stay open, willing, and ready. You don't have to know the guides' names. You don't have to know the angels' names. Call on them. I am willing for you to help guide me. And then it's like they tap you on the shoulder and go, oh, something like this. Victoria's online. Maybe you want to listen to her. Somebody walks up to you and goes, wow, I just had this best energy healing session from. And you go, wow, okay, that is a way for me to move forward. And just by the way, Dove Love, energy healing is boundless. I do it online with people. I do it in person with people. I am having a retreat in September 12th through 16th here to teach people how to heal themselves from their own energetic spiritual power and how to work with their own energy and to be able to use this for other people as well. It is the techniques, and it's just part of these different parts of these different modalities have come together in how I do what I do with people. Maybe you can come. Just put it in there is, what if it was possible? What if it was possible? The universe is limitless. We limit that quite a bit. And I'm right there with you. I mean, I know that. I do the same. But what if is also, there's some phrases I'm going to give you. I choose, up until now, what if? And what is possible? This or something better. I would love to go to that retreat, creator, universe, God, central sun, whatever you call your higher power. What would that look like? What if that was possible? And you hold that in your field. It feels better, if nothing more, instead of going, yeah, I wish I could. I know I don't have the ability. I don't have the money. I don't have the whatever. That really is not very fun, truly. It is more fun to hold on to the truth of, okay, if I'm the creator, and we are, because we're nothing but energy, our energy goes out and it seeks the same kind of energy. What if, Dove Love, you won $5,000 in the lottery? That could do it all. What if? I mean, anything is possible. When you choose to believe in the possibilities and choose to focus on, I wonder what's possible, then you create more of what you want and less of what you don't want. Show me, give me, I'm open, I'm willing, I'm ready, guide me is the mantra, the prayer I teach. Show me when I'm creating more of what I don't want. Make me aware. Make me aware. And they will. It's like ding, 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 ding. Pay attention to what you just said. Pay attention to what you just said. And you go, oh, cancel, cancel. I'm powerful AF. I create this life of desire and joy that I live in. I always have way more than I need. I'm abundant. I'm so grateful for. There are so many aspects to being able to heal our lives and ourselves. Oh, there's a message held for review. View the message. I choose it. Yeah. MKJB. I'm not sure why I'd have to message. Maybe that's not you. Bitcoin. Oh, yeah. Idiots. Yeah. I choose it. That's right. MKJB67. I choose. Very powerful words. Um, I'm thinking the message, there's a couple of them held for review. The first one was just stupid, and I'm guessing the second one is too. It's like people need to get a life and do their own thing, but that's their thing, not mine. Mine is to positively impact as many people as I can in this lifetime. Please like and subscribe to this channel if you're new. That will help me do that. And to empower people into the truth of what they are capable of in their life. And that is, there's nothing I like more than seeing that light bulb come on for people when they realize that they have so much power that they're not taught how to use and they're not using. And to begin to trust themselves in the fact that they can communicate with whoever, whatever they call their higher power. I always go, you could call it God, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, George. They don't care. It is that you connect with them. That's what prayer is. It's not, the creator of everything in this universe requires that I worship them, get down on my knees. This is a man's construct, not a divine construct. A divine construct wants everyone to prosper and to be learning and growing and living in love. Man's boxes have always been about control in religion and in belief systems. And so this, I'm open, I'm willing, I'm ready, guide me, is allowing your higher power to come in and help you walk through this thing we call life. And that is some of our greatest paradoxes occurred in this. If you would like your own personal guided reading specifically for you, please join me at hypsy.com, hypsee.com. It is in the messages /Victoria Savage, or just go to hypsy.com and look for Victoria Savage. It will say live now. You register for your reading there, and then I will do it for you here. I will be here for another 17 or 18, no, 13 minutes. That's how it goes. If not longer. I mean, if I have someone I'm reading for, I will stay on. But if I don't have another reading today, then I will hop off and then go take my dog Jack for a swim, because he needs to go swimming today. And he really wants to. That's his favorite thing. And it's a nice warm afternoon, so we'll go up to the river and do some swimming. Dove Love, if you are still on, this card is commit and take action. There's your guidance for today. Commit and take action. We can wish and hope and want a long time. One step forward, take action. Take a sip of my electrolytes because I am doing the carnivore diet. And I am not eating all the entrails. If I ate all the entrails, and there are capsules you can get that have that, then you don't need the electrolytes. You get all of those within all parts of the animal. So it's not that, yeah. Anyway, I'm doing it because my body feels so much better. I've lost some weight. That wasn't really the goal. I made that not the goal because then it became a battle that I had lost since I was 13. Whole different focus. Because I did it and gave myself a 2-month time limit to see how the body felt, at 2 months, it was like, oh yeah, I don't want to stop. And so it's on the, I don't know how long I'm going to eat like this, maybe forever. But if I say that, then I've created a box that I don't like to be in. You are welcome, Dove Love. Stay in touch. You can do this. You can heal yourself. We all can. I mean, Christ said that if you follow biblical teaching. You see these things I do, you will do this and more. And it is always in the energy and the choice we make. energy, because that's scientific. That is what we are. We can't change the fact that we're all sharing energy right now. What I can change is the type of energy that I share. That's what I can control. No, Gamming, I wouldn't call myself a witch. Some people do, and I'm okay with that. It's just never a term that I equated. I'm a channel, I'm a guide. And I have a couple friends that are witches, amazingly lovely witches. We have this very negative persona of witches. But in fact, two of them, one is on here, they're green witches. They're the herbalists, and they are the teachers of all that the plant world has to offer us. And so it is, you know, I can be, I don't know if anybody of you saw the thing, hey, Nita, if you saw the thing about what the new Pope is doing, he's about ready to get ousted, I would imagine, because he wants to reveal all of those very dark secrets. Yeah, it is an archaic term, Mary. I love the green witch, though, or as Maggie calls you guys, the hedge witch, because I know, well, because I know who you are. Tainita, it is something that isn't just done. You have to visit the link in my description, Hypsee, HYPSEE.com, Victoria Savage, and you register for the type of reading you would like. They are not free, so know that there does need to be an energy exchange. They're not expensive either, but that is how you can get a reading from me. I do general readings here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. A kitchen witch, yeah, Mary. I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday here at 8 a.m. Mountain Time, here and on my Facebook page, which is our What Doing for Society. I don't really know what you're saying, gamming, but I know what I'm doing for society. I'm positively impacting as many people as I can with the truth of who they are, the power they have in healing themselves and changing their life, in moving forward, creating more of what they do want in life. That is my passion, because we are so powerful in our energetic spiritual aspect, but we're not taught how to use that. It is now time. They are white light. They're white witches, if you want to call them witches. It doesn't, you know, terms, names, it's not important. I've been called many things, and a few times it rhymes with witch, especially as a nurse. If you didn't take care of my patients the way they needed to be taken care of, they had that rhymes with witch name for me that I embraced wholly, because I was a good bitch for my patients. You can call me whatever you want. I know who I am. Your opinion of me isn't going to shape what I do. Not anymore. It used to be I was the greatest chameleon in the world, but I know who I am. I know what God and I do together. I call it God. I'm comfortable with that. They do not care what we call them. Call them, like I said, George, Boris, does not matter. It is that intention that you're allowing that energy in for the guidance, your growth, your understanding, and always knowing that you're creating with your words, your beliefs, your thoughts, the energy you're putting out. So you want to guard what you're bringing in, because that shapes what's going out. We have a thing here that, you know, this horrendous murder a couple of years ago, the 4 college students in central Idaho, the man that committed those horrendous acts was just sentenced, and people were trying to tell me what was in what all, and it was just like, I can't hear this. It's going to take me to a place that I'm going to have to dig myself out of, and with thoughts that aren't lovely and forgiving at this point. And so I go to blessing those families that lost those lovely, lovely souls, and blessing the very sick individual that thought that that was what they needed to do, because my job isn't to judge, although I do. I am human. I know that there was something in this person that was so misguided and broken. And it's not my job to sentence them. I would have loved to have seen things differently. And truly, I've had some very mean thoughts, but I have to continually work to bring through, um, uh, the love that is available through us, the joy that is available through us to the world, and then what I'm putting out is producing more high vibrational things in the world and less angst, fear, grief, hatred, and dissension. Oh, thanks, Ashley. Made the earrings. I have lots of them. They're going to be at an event with me this weekend. This is very therapeutic. Creativity is another way to work healing through your body. These, because people like them, I can offer to other people, but I do a thing called mandala practice, which is just drawing mandalas that really will discharge energy when I'm upset or bring in light energy as I'm doing them. They're just for me. And during this very tumultuous time we live in, I urge you to engage in some kind of creativity. And so here's a great one. Knight Templar trying to be judgmental to dove love. You know you can write a sentence in one go, dove low, and you mess that up. That's kind of like that instant karma thing. It's like being a jerk and you were ineffective in the process. It's like kitty karma when the children are told, don't run because, and they do it anyway and they skin their knee. It's like they learn immediately. This was why, yeah, I needed to listen to my mother. So thank you, Ashley, you too. So we're getting close to the top of the hour. I do future readings, but again, none of them are free, gamming. You have to go to hipsy.com to register. I do generalized readings Monday, Wednesday, Friday here at 8 a.m. Mountain Time. Not for anyone particular, but they're just in general what the universe, God, Creator, the central sun want us to know that's going to help guide us into our next best step. I am live at an event in Boise this weekend, and it is called Goddess Fest. And what I always ask for is for people to get their next best step in the process. What do they need to know to help them move forward in their highest and best? That is my desire, is to help people throughout the world be more of what they desire to be and grow everything they would like, grow into everything they would like to be, and to become more of what they desire in their life. I'm old enough to know better and too young to resist, gamming. So there's a little bit of wisdom in all of this, years I've had, but I'm not sure what difference it makes how old I am. And I'm not one to hide it. I don't really care to say. I wasn't born yesterday. You can say that. 2 minutes left. If someone doesn't order a reading, then I will close down. Also, don't know why you need to know that, gamming. There's actually a few things that maybe you need to learn boundaries on. Some of these things aren't your business. So, and actually both of them sound kind of stalking. So maybe you ought to move somewhere else because I'm apparently not your jive. We got 2 minutes left. If you'd like your own reading, go to hipsy.com. I can do them after this as well. There is the optional private one-to-one sessions that you can schedule, and we can go live together here on Hipsy, not like on YouTube. So, yeah, that's okay, gamming. I'm not insulted. It just seems like you have some interesting curiosities about me that feel a little bit stocky. Also, anybody that follows me know I'm pretty straightforward with what I've got going on. I don't mince words a whole lot. The money comes through Hipsy. I do have Venmo. I don't have Cash App. But these readings are through hipsy.com, and they have a pay platform there for you. And you get the warm greetings from Amsterdam. Thank you, Elizabeth Harbers. Asinine 39, it's Hypsee, HYPSEE.com/Victoria Savage. And Elizabeth, thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't liked and subscribed my channel, it would help my mission, which is to positively impact as many people in the world as I can while I'm here. And the more my channel expands, the more that becomes my reality. That is always what I've tried to do. And that's what my desire is in the healing work I do and in the teaching of others how to do their own healing work. So I do appreciate you all being here. Because I do not have another recorded or ordered reading, I'm going to sign off for now. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. No, I'm going, oh yeah, while I'm here on earth right now is what I mean, veiled, during this lifetime. And that is my desire, to be a positive force in the world and to teach people about their spiritual energetic power so they can do more of their own work and become higher vibrational as well. Thanks again. Take care until we meet again.